Greetings, Earthlings, aliens, other miscellaneous life forms, and of course my Moonbeam Team. Welcome to Planet Moonstar. I'm MX Moonstar. Now today, folks, do you want to know how to get all of the Cinnamoroll furniture in Hello Kitty Island Adventure? Well, look no further than this video, as today we're going to talk about how to get all of the Cinnamoroll furniture pieces. Now it's a bit of a long process, I will warn you. However, it is worth the reward. Before we get started, I would like to mention my channel memberships. Channel memberships are a great way to support the channel, and it allows me to keep on making the content that I make. As a channel member, you'll get early access to content, access to members only videos. You'll also get access to secret channels in the Discord server and super special roles as well. You'll also get access to emojis and badges that change as you progress further with your membership. You'll get to adopt your own little Moonbeam who hatches from an egg and then grows into a full-on Moonbeam like the one on my shoulder. But if you don't want to do that, don't worry, you do not have to at all. But if you still want to support the channel, just liking and subscribing and commenting on videos really does help, and I really do appreciate you. Okay, let's go ahead and start talking about the different items. So there's the flooring, the wallpaper, the potted plants, the nightlight, the stuffy, the sign, the rug, the tea set, the sofa, the ottoman, the armchair, the table, and the sleeping bag. And the way you get all these items is by completing Cinnamoroll's friends quests. First step, let's go ahead and talk about how to get the armchair. You'll get the armchair as a reward for completing Friends from Cafe Cinnamon's quest. In order to unlock this quest, you will have to have both Chiffon and Mocha as residents on your island. But how do you get them as residents on your island, I hear you ask? Well, you will need to prepare a cabin for both of them, and when they visit, you will need to complete a quest for them until you get them up to 5 stars. Once they're at 5 stars, you can then ask them to move in. Let's talk about Miss Chiffon first. Chiffon has 5 requirements for her cabin, which are the coastal decorative plant, the spooky lounge sofa, the rustic bookcase, and the pirate chest, and the tropical bed. If you need help with locating these items, I do have a separate Chiffon video already up on the channel for you. In order to increase the likelihood of her coming to visit you though, go ahead and put down 5 Pachaco Energy Pop, since this has the trophy tag, which Chiffon really likes. Then let's go ahead and talk about Mocha. Her requirements are 2 cozy beverages, 5 pieces of clothing on display, and she also likes Sakura items. So you could just pop down 5 Sakuras and this will increase the likelihood of her coming to visit you, or you can just pick any Sakura themed item. With the clothing, you will need a clothing stand, and you might need a couple, so you can put multiple pieces of clothing on one stand, but in order to get 5 pieces, you'll probably need like 2 or 3 clothing stands, that is. Now let's have a little chat about the sofa. In order to get this one, you'll need both cappuccino and espresso on your island as permanent residents. Once they are residents, they will unlock a quest for you, which is called Friends from Cafe Cinnamon 2. Let's go ahead and have a quick little chat about their requirements. So cappuccino first. Cappuccino needs 2 things that have been baked in the oven, specifically the oven from Hello Kitty's cafe. Then he needs 2 beverages from the espresso machine, 2 pizzas from the pizza oven, 2 sodas from the soda machine, and he really likes spicy stuff. So things like cinnamon bread, for instance, you could put 5 cinnamon breads down on the floor for him. He would very much appreciate that. He'd probably like it a bit more if it was on a table, but let's just move on to espresso, shall we? So espresso is next. He needs 3 music items. Now, these are things like music boxes, soundtracks, the volcanic guitar, for instance, the microphone, the CD players. Those things are musical I would highly recommend the music boxes. If you're playing a lot of gem match, you probably ended up with like a bunch of like music boxes from that, so you could go play that for a bit and get some music boxes there. There's all sorts of other ways to get them as well. Now he also needs free bookshelves. These can be any type of bookshelf. And not surprisingly, he likes books, but not comic books. He likes the regular old book, you know, a book. So place, for instance, place 5 blank books down. You could also do the ancient inventions, the interactive history of chocolate as well. I think I was trying to say intergalactic and interactive at the same time. For some reason, I don't know. Now let's talk about the Cinnamoroll Ottoman. You'll need to complete a quest called Island Showstoppers in order to unlock this one. Now this quest needs you to have Chiffon, Mocha, and Azuki on your island as residents. But as we all know, Azuki's requirements are part of a pretty long list, okay? And not only that, but the plans for her required furniture are hidden in puzzle rooms, okay? That are like billions and billions and billions and billions of years old. And like, how does she know this furniture even exists? Okay? And how does she know we can find it on the island? How does she know? Does she like go on like hotels, like book a hotel online, and she specifically looks for yummy hotels that have the yummy furniture? She won't stay anywhere else. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I have a separate video on this where I go through her cabin requirements, how to get all of the yummy items, how to solve all the puzzles to find them, and how to even find the rooms to find the things that you need to find. Now go check out that video if you need Azuki help. Make sure you're watching the new version though, and not the old version, because the old version did give some people headaches, because for some reason past me thought, oh, I need to really speed this up, and I didn't at all. I didn't at all. But if you watch the new one, it's much slower and it's much better to follow. Now, once you have Azuki, Mocha and Chiffon, Espresso and Cappuccino on your island as residents, and you have completed both of the Friends from Cafe Cinnamon quests, you'll unlock another quest called Little Friendship from Cafe Cinnamon. Completing this quest unlocks Nuts and Coco as visitors, and you'll grab yourself the Cinnamoroll table as well. Now Coco's requirements are, needs to have 3 bookshelves, needs to have a coconut, a chocolate coin, and if you want to increase your chances of Coco coming to visit, just put down like things with a chocolate tag. You could just put down 5 chocolate coins. Now Nuts, on the other hand, needs to have 3 pieces of the kawaii furniture. You can get this set through My Melody's shop. Then he needs to have a coconut. Then he needs to have a toasted almond. Then he also likes spicy things, so like with cappuccino, you could put down like 5 cinnamon bread. One thing to note about Coco and Nuts is that they're both seasonal visitors. Nuts will visit the player from March the 1st to May the 31st, which is spring in the game. And then again in autumn from September the 1st to November the 30th. Whilst Coco, on the other hand, will visit you in summer, June 1st to August the 31st. And then again in the winter, which is December to I think the end of February. To check what season you're in, go to your phone, and then there should be a little season icon towards the top left of the screen. The screen. The screen. The scream. No, the scream was what we did when we saw Azuki's cabin requirements. Let's talk about the potted plants now. I love this one. It's so cute. I wish I had it in real life. This one is locked behind a couple of quests actually. So this quest is called A Day Out for Cinnamon. And then A Day Out for Cinnamoroll, sorry. And And there's a second part to this one, which is just the same name but with a 2 on the end. But there's a few requirements to unlock this quest though. You'll need to complete the Fire Up the Volcano quest, the Friends from Cafe Cinnamon quest series, and you will need to complete the quest called Cinnamoroll's Secret. The quest is a 2-day one. 2-day one, that doesn't actually make sense. It's a type of quest that is a 2-day quest. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. Meaning you complete one part one day and then wait for the next reset to complete the next part. Once Coco and Nut are residents on your island, you should get a quest called the Cinna Runaround, where upon completion of this quest, you'll get the Nightlight. The rug is locked behind the Cafe Cinnamon Unite quest. In order to unlock this quest, you'll need to complete a bunch of other ones. You'll need the Friends from Cafe Cinnamon, you'll need the Island Showstoppers one, the Friends from Cafe Cinnamon 2 quest, you'll need the Little Friendship from Cafe Cinnamon quest, and shout out to the wiki because I'm literally just reading this particular bit from the wiki itself. You'll also need a Day Out for Cinnamoroll quest. You'll also need the Cinna Runaround quest and the Friendship Never Fades quest. And just in case I didn't say it, the Little Friendship from Cafe Cinnamon as well. And if any of those quests are 2-parters or 3-parters, you need to complete the whole thing. Now for the sign. That one is locked behind a Gift for Cinnamoroll quest. Now, you'll need to complete the Place to Art quest, which is where you unlock the Creation Station in the Merry Meadow, and the Cafe Cinnamon Unite quests. And this is the quest that unlocks Poron as a visitor on your island. Now once this quest is complete, you will need to go ahead and make her a cabin so she can come and visit you. Now her requirements are, they're a little bit of a pain, I'll be honest, a little bit of a pain. Especially if like you're a newer player and you haven't got access to all of the clothing she needs yet. But let's just go through it quickly together. She needs to have a piece of Lifetime Jubilee clothing, which is the New Year's event. Then she needs to have one piece of Hugs and Hearts clothing, which is the Valentine's Day event. Then she needs to have Color Blaze clothing. I can't remember what. I think that's around March, I think. I could be wrong though. And then the Month of Met, which is around May time. And then she needs a piece of Paper Parade clothing, which is around the end of June usually, or mid-June. And then she needs to have Friendship Festival clothing, which is like, I want to say like mid-July usually. Now once she is a resident on your island, you'll get the Hither and Yon quest. Hopefully I'm saying that right. This isn't a word I say a lot. Which is 2 parts, and by completing these 2 parts, you'll get the sleeping bag, which is so cute. I love it. All the items are so cute. With this quest complete, you will unlock Korune as a visitor. Now, Korune only travels like once a month, so prioritizing Cinnamoroll and his friends are really important in this game, you know? You gotta get all the visits in while you can. Because once you get to Korune, it's going to feel like a really long time before you could get to Milk. But anyway, Korune needs to have Poron as a resident, needs to be on Cloud Island, so any of the cabins in Cloud Island will do. Then you need to have a Starfall wallpaper. Starfall is a weather event. And you go around, you open the chests, and you get star drops. You go to My Melody shop, you can get Starfall wallpaper from her. Then, Korune needs a rare candle. You can make these at Creation Station. You'll need 5 patterned flowers and beeswax in order to make it. Then, Korune needs to have the Sweet Dreams stories and a Dreamy Star. Now, I believe the plans for both of these are available on Cloud Island. Like I said, Korune only visits once a month. Can you believe it? I can't. Well, I mean I can, but I can't. I wish it wasn't true. I wish Korune visited every single day. But, never mind. Anyway, once Korune is a resident, he unlocks the Time for Milk quests. Now, as you complete these quests, you'll get the flooring, the wallpaper, and the tea set. And you'll also unlock Milk as a visitor on your island. Milk's requirements are just as super cute as he is. Now, in order to get him on your island. He doesn't mind any cabin, which is quite handy. You'll need to have level 20 friendship with Cinnamoroll. If you're stuck with what to give Cinnamoroll, I do have a gifting video if you want to go check that out. And you need to have 5 pieces of the kawaii furniture. The kawaii furniture, like I said before, is from my Mel's shop. Then you'll need to have a coral milk, which you can get in the Rainbow Reef. Now the next thing is a Dreamy Lamb plush. You can get the crafting plans for these not too far away from where there's like a bunch of cloud cabins. And it's also in a flower as well, so you will need the watering can. Luckily, Milk does visit anytime, every day if possible. No, not every day, but he visits as much as he can because he doesn't have a special schedule or anything. He'll just come to your island whenever he can, and once he's finally a resident, you'll unlock the quest that has the last item of the Cinnamoroll furniture behind it, and that is the Stuffy. You get that through completing the milk ? Quest. And this is the quest which also gives you the option of asking Milk to go around and pick up all of your visitors' gifts, so you don't have to manually go up to every single visitor every single day and ask. He will just do it for you, and he will just give them to you, and he will be stood by the collection box. And this is such an amazing feature. It's one of my favorite features of the game. I love quality of life stuff. Absolutely live for it. And, you know, Milk gets a very special role, which I love, you know, especially after all the work of trying to get Milk. So I'm glad there's something special to him, you know? Well, I hope this guide helped you out with your Cinnamoroll quest furniture hunt thing. Which item is your favourite? Let me know down in the comments below. I would love to know what you think. So folks, thank you so much for joining me. I have been Moonstar. You folks have been amazing, and yeah, ta-ta!